Harvey was such a devastating, slow-moving storm with record-breaking rainfall, more than 50 inches in some places. This is not something that's going to get cleaned up overnight, or rather anytime soon.
Overnight, you know, the areas of Beaumont and Port Arthur got slammed with 20 inches of rainfall. So while we're focused a lot of the effort on Houston, we have to also understand that there are multiple counties, over 50 counties impacted right now. The need to volunteer is going to take place over the next couple years, okay? And the need to volunteer is in, let me remind you, 50 counties right now.
We're just out here, trying to help as best as we can, get victims out of their homes into shelter, dry shelter.
Come on, go! Go grab him! Grab him!
We're seeing a really incredible outpouring of love and support and care, and that will be ongoing.
Sudden puddles of water just coming out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden cars underwater. It's just getting crazy.
It's a serious storm. It's going to last 4 or 5 days, and quite frankly, this is day one.
The closest comparison that I can draw to those homes, and we've seen this other places, is Hurricane Katrina. When water sits in a house for several weeks, the house begins to degrade.
We were checking it all night long. At 3 a.m. when I looked the last time, it wasn't even up to my front door. And by 5 o'clock, we had 2 inches of water in the house.
There's still some significant threats out there. People are going to want to start going back home. Please don't. There's a lot of live wires. There's a lot of things out there, so we don't want any more tragedies.
When we was out there on that roof, Sunday and Monday, that water was coming in so fast, and then we got rescued on that bridge, and they tell us that bridge has collapsed since. So I know it's nothing but God.
I've never seen it this bad ever. This is the worst I ever seen it. I done seen water come up pretty high, but this is the worst I ever seen it.
We've had an incredible amount of rainfall that has come through our area overnight and continues to fall. It's extremely dangerous and life-threatening. Flooding is in progress.
For the fourth straight day, the storm that just won't go away dumped yet more water on a state still reeling. Nearly 7,000 people have been rescued. First responders and volunteers alike racing against rising floodwaters, trying to reach thousands of trapped families in Houston and the surrounding areas.
See people work their lives to build something, and in one night it's all gone.
Eat something and just dry up a little bit, get a little bit of energy, a little bit of coffee in our system, and we're back out.
We had situations of rescuing people out of attics, people with medical conditions, elderly people, all different types of situations with animals, kids, babies.
I'm a former U.S. Navy search and rescue swimmer, so I'm just compelled to come out when things like this are happening.
Property loss here when it comes to cars is just devastating. Cox Automotive is out with a new report that estimates Harvey may have destroyed as many as 500,000 vehicles here in Houston.
And when you talk about rain, we've seen it over the past few days. That total Harvey rainfall now over 50 inches, which sets a U.S. record for the mainland. Now, this comes as its effects, but now many families are just trying to figure out what's next.
We started out on Sunday with the goal of raising $200,000, and we've just now surpassed the $10 million mark. I'm going to leave the link open. We're going to see how high we can get it. Can't say thank you enough. Celebrities, musicians, athletes, kids with their lemonade stands, and people hosting fundraisers, businesses donating. I cannot thank everybody enough. What's happening right now is my focus is very much on getting this money directly back to the people, as I've said the whole time. We have the semi-trucks being filled up as we speak, coming down here to donate the supplies this weekend. That's phase one. That's going to be the first phase of our operation to get as immediate of an impact as we can. We have things like water, food, clothing, generators, baby supplies, cleaning supplies. But if there's something I'm not thinking of, please leave it in the comments, because we want to make sure that we get these people exactly what they need so we can help rebuild as quickly as we can. Houston, we're thinking of you. Thank you to everybody who's donated.
Just wanted to come and do whatever we can. You know, we're Houston strong, but we're also Texas strong. So kind of just stick together and do what we can. We're going to just, you know, any little bit helps, I think.